Hey guys, we are going into Hadler for a rank 1 clear with a fire team. I can't really say it's budget, it's using some older units at least. I know Axstar's budget, he does, exceptionally high damage for a NVA unit. But, Dwayne, Rain, Genesis, they're all, 7 or 8 months old at least, or around that. They've been around for a while. They're pretty, they're old fire team staples. So hopefully, you have them. There is, we're overkilling by like a billion ish. So I'm not sure how necessary 130 is for all of them. But anyway, we'll go through gearing here. So everyone has, I forget the exact amount of fire resist we need. We're getting 80% from Phoenix. We get a 60% Imperil. So ideally you'd have 80% fire resist, but the boss doesn't hit terribly hard. So Axstar being a little short is all right, but we're not getting a good Katana Imperil. So we're using the free Haven sword that we just got from the box summons on, I think the first, or no, I think it's the him metal exchange. But here's his gearing, some cow gear, just some Hisami and Warrior the Crystal is just there for the attack percentage increase. He really prefers katanas, but he's got a sword, so we needed the extra oomph there. So, yeah, there are his stats. He is max demon, but he does have this fire amp card. So, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, to get a rank 1 here, you do need some pretty either powerful units or powerful tools in your toolbox. So, there's that. And the crystal gloves, that's just there for the attack stats. If you have Zach's glove, throw that onto him, or just your next best accessory. But there we go. Lena, base form, she's got Frivia's sword just to take advantage of the sword imperil. She's a little shy on Evo damage. Max LB, Max Esper. Her base resistance doesn't matter. Shift, she's at 80. So there we go. Probably could gear her for more LB fill per turn. I mean, she's our breaker on this clear. So if you have Reagan, definitely you could swap him in for Dwayne, probably to break, but we're just getting Lena's crowned 88% breaks. So there's that. Oh yeah, actually shift form really doesn't matter. Just resistance and magic boost. Base form, yeah, you already saw that. So, and she's got just a generic card that'll give flat stats. So there we go. And hopefully you got, well, I guess they didn't even give shards for any of the first generation Dragon Quest die units, so you would have had to have gotten from the free recent summons 2 of any, either, I think it's what, Baron or die to even be able to get their card. But anyway, I'm sure there are some other flat set cards you could put on her. I think Dazzling Demoness would probably be better on her just to give her the true dual wield. You can get some more Evo damage, but it's whatever. So there's her gearing. Sylvie, Passive Provoke Evade in both forms, Irony's Ring and the Shift. She is on Ifrit with Faraga learned, so she can chain with Lena. Yeah, no card. So yeah, just passive provoke evade with Irenie's Ring on an Esper that can give some Chaos Wave Awaken frames. Rain base form, really all that matters. And Sylvie's resistances. She's overcapped on resistance, so I'm not sure how necessary Emperor's Ring is. Rain base form, Yuna's Necklace, and some fire resist. Shift form, he's got the best gear. Next best damage dealer to Genesis with an MP card. But here's his gear, his own card. And he's overcapped on LB, Max Demon. So there we go. And all his, inside his TMR, STMR, and Chronicle Weapon. Dwayne, he got kind of leftover gear a little bit, but some chain cap increase. Not sure how necessary that is, since again, we're trying not to throw them into the mix until the chain's built anyway. But so Max Demon, and yeah, and his own vision card. Mine's only EX2. And I'm trying to remember if Rain had, yeah, he has, anything would work there from Medine Synergy. You could use Promise from Childhood, or what are the other ones that give chain cap increase? Oliveira's TMR. So, let's see. So yeah, I'm going over him. And then Genesis, his own STMR, his Chronicle chest piece, memory, just a chain cap accessory. You could maybe mix and match to get chain cap, Lightning's STMR, or Savior Souls Lightning's STMR. Give him true dual wield some other way. But yeah. And then this card, just for the MP. So if you have Dazzling Demoness, that would work here too. But yeah. So anyway, we'll get into it. And rotation's pretty basic. Just need, I think, 3 AoE stacks of Mirage total. 1 for turn 1, and then 2 for turn 3. We're going for a 4-turn clear, and some fire resist. So we are going to LB Axstar for the modifier for his skill. Len is going to shift at LB for the breaks. Rain is going to Hymn of the Faith for an LB mod on Lena. Dwayne's going to bar Farega from Phoenix. Genesis can guard, and Sylvie is going to put up defense for the Mirage, Vines for magic mitigation, and Compassionate Night for stop resist. Okay, so Lena this turn can... Now, if I had gone back and re-geared her for LB fill, which, I mean, if you were going to do that, you could put Call of the Wild and the Dragon's Brush on her. Start in the base form, go to the shift, and then do her shift at LB turn 1 still. She'd get some preemptive fill on this turn, and just some fill per turn. I mean, you'd have to do the math to make sure she got her LB filled by the kill turn, keeping in mind that we're getting some LB fill from Sylvie, but I didn't bother re-gearing her, so we're just going to Blessed Water Crystal to fill her LB. But ideally, if she was filling her own LB on her own or externally, just from fill per turn or Dragon's Brush, Call of the Wild, that sort of thing, you could just magic boost this turn, but we didn't gear that way, so we'll manually fill it. Axstar is going to Crimson Steel from the card. Rain's going to shift and do a shifted LB. Dwayne this turn can, let's see, do all his mitigations, which we're not getting enough HP damage on him to activate his killers. So honestly, you could just guard him this turn. Sylvie's going to shift and do a shifted LB for the stat buffs, LB buff. Which really, Rain's the only one doing his LB. Well, I guess Lena is too, but. And we'll just guard Genesis again. Okay. So Rain this turn is going to end Faraga, Elemental Burst Fire, and then Armor Grant Me Power. Dwayne this turn can, let's see, we will, where's his skill? Oath of Daybreak, just one of his mitigations again, and Hellfire Infusion. Genesis can, we'll triple, we'll just Elemental Burst Fire, fill LB, I guess, has something to do, and then Loveless Preface. Sylvie's going to, I've got your back to Rain. Put up Demon Killer on Rain. And then just Paladin's offense. Lena can store magic. And Axstar can unlock all his skills. So Face of Carnage for the quad cast. Maledictive and War Goddess for the rest of the stuff. So yeah, a little bit of fire damage on Genesis and Axstar there. So anyway, Genesis is going to cap. Lena can go to the base form, do her base form LB. Sylvie can just quad Faraga. Axstar can quad Devastation Slash. Rain can LB, and Dwayne can do his Magnus to chain with Rain. So we're going to send Sylvie and Lena, let the chain build, send Axstar, send Genesis a second later, and then send Dwayne and Rain. So here we go. Drum roll. So 26. So yeah, about 1.5 billion over cap. So like I said, I'm not sure EX3 Rain or 130 is absolutely necessary. I mean, if you have better gearing, you could maybe use that. Okay, and our damage received is perfect score. So here's the breakdown. So we got a high roll on Genesis that turn. Like I said, we had a little bit of wiggle room, but yeah, there it is. I know Dwayne's not an ideal candidate for this fight, really. I mean, he's more of a clash damage dealer. But, on the whole, this is, an okay team using some older units. So hopefully this is, reproducible for you if you don't have, some of the newer meta units, but you have good gear. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope it helped. Later.